next Marshall A-hole. MMA-holes, 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 MMA-holes.
No way.
Oh!
Wednesday night, ladies' night, with the MMA-holes. MMA-holes. What's going on, friends? What's going on, family? What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone here on this Wednesday night is
Wonderful.
wonderful. Lick my balls.
Lick my balls.
Everybody,
Lick my balls.
lick my balls.
Lick my balls.
UFC 210 Fight Week is here. UFC 210 is very important to us because we are MMA holes, we are MMA fans, we are MMA nuts, and we liked to watch the UFC 210 DC versus Rumble, Weidman versus Musashi, and a whole lot more. We have a swole show today. We have some guests. We have a guest. We have two guests. We have three guests. We have some guests today. Fangirl MMA will be dropping in for a news break. Breaking news from Fangirl MMA. She'll be dropping on. We also have Sarah Payne coming back in talking some UFC 210 and what's going on in her life. We also have the wonderful Marlon Lane will be jumping in as well. All ladies night except for one man with a beard. Well,
Wonderful.
that's right. We also have some news to talk about. And let's talk about it right now. Wonder Boy calls out Lola Conde Diaz. Tornado. It hit. While Wonder Boy was on the phone with Ariel Helwani, a tornado hit. Did Wonder Boy die? We'll find out. Khabib says he will never fight at 170. Never. Mac started training for Mac Mayweather, or Mayweather Mac, or Maymac, whatever you want to say. He's training. I said it will happen, and it will happen. Because I see these things, and I just know these things, right, Connor?
Yes, sir.
That's right. Also, Will Brooks says he will be lightweight champ. RDA to fight 170. He's fighting Saffidine. We'll talk about that. Gunnar Nelson feels Conor will never return to the UFC. Holy shit. Fangirl MMA, we talked about that. Sarah Payne, we talked about that. UFC 210 is this Saturday. That means Fight Buddies. Fight Buddies unite. Fight Buddies get together on a wonderful Saturday night. Pay-per-views are a way to go with the Fight Buddies and the MMA holes, and we love to have a good time. I want to start this off real quick like this. Today, I was hanging out, had a little breakfast, had a little lunch, and I noticed Luke Thomas was on. So what did I do? I clicked on the thing. Why not give him a shot? Watched a little bit of Luke Thomas on the YouTubes, and halfway through the stream, his shit started cutting out. His audio was going completely bonkers. No audio for Luke Thomas. That's not wonderful. I've been in those situations. It kind of sucks. So, what was Luke Thomas? I go inside the chat. I look inside the chat. And what do I see? A bunch of fucking MMA holes spamming the shit out of that thing. That is wonderful. A little tear dripped down my eye, down my cheek. I cried for 15 minutes straight. And then I looked up to the sky and said, wonderful.
Wonderful.
That's right. Let's see what's going on in the chat today. Here is the chat room. 100. Holy fuck, look at all you guys in there. 793 swole, very smart people. 17 likes? Well, I guess that means one thing. 10 more likes. Yes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS. All right. The dislikes are dying of AIDS. No one's dying right now. Everyone's good. We have 16 watching, hanging out with the MMA holes. Wonderful. That's right. Chat room unite. Look at these guys. Look at all you fooks. Forget about it. Albertino, the Sensei, Craig Lee, Backwoods North, Jacob, Davey 2K is back. George Sampras, Jay Smooth, Nightbot says wonderful. Jesus Christ. Look at you guys. Cameron Olsen. Holy shit. I don't know who I want to win. Lola versus Cowboy. We'll talk about that too as well. We will. Nightbot is talking to you guys. Everyone say hello to Nightbot in the chat. He will be spamming all night long. He'll be hanging out and spamming. Or she will be hanging out and spamming. Because it is ladies' night. It is ladies' night. Frank Pavon says, I watched Luke Thomas, made my eyes bleed. He's a cunt.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Luke Thomas, oh my God. For those of you who are just jumping on the show now and don't know what we're talking about with this Luke Thomas is an MMA reporter. Luke Thomas has been the butt of a lot of our jokes. And that's that. We have a Luke Thomas song, and when we hit 800 subscribers, we will be rocking to that Luke Thomas song. It's right around the corner. It's going to happen, and it is wonderful, wonderful. Arb Smama Cages says 220 likes. That's what he wants. That's what she wants.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. We gave him hell, says Craig Lee. 20 likes, says Hyder Hydra. And that can only mean one thing. Right off the bat, 20 likes. Sing it! Yes! Smoke your fucking weed! I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS. That's right. All right. The dislikes dying of AIDS. All right. That's right. 20 in the tip jar. Thank you so much for tipping the MMA-HOLES. It's very simple. You just put it right in here, and we sing songs. It's that easy. 10 likes. I am Mystic Moss. I'm your host for this evening, and we have a swole, fun show. A lot of fun stuff. Over here is the Google Hangouts, where we will be having our guests jump in on a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday night. That's right. It is Ladies' Night, and this is the schedule. Sarah Payne at 9:30. After Sarah Payne's interview, we will be playing the news from Fangirl MMA. That's right, wonderful, wonderful. Also, Marlon Lane will be jumping in as well. Blazing, says Craig Lee. Or Bloxlogsing. Jacob says, is Lola shaken after he'd been knocked out cold by a touchy black situation? I think Lola, that whole situation is going to be really interesting. The Lola versus Cowboy Cerrone situation is going to be very, very interesting. Because here we go. Cowboy steps in shit, gets a fight with a guy in the top 3. After a loss, he comes right back in and is like, all right, I'll fight Robbie Lawler now. I don't know how that happens. It happened, and let's be honest, we all want to see that. Rankings are out the window. No one gives a shit about rankings anymore. They just want to see fun fights, apparently, in the UFC. It is what it is. The fight's going to happen. Robbie Lawler, big, big story. After the Tyron Woodley fight, after he gets his lights shut out, loses the belt. What's next for Robbie Lawler? Will Robbie Lawler have the cage rust? Can Robbie Lawler bounce back? Is Robbie Lawler too low now? Has he taken too many beatings? I don't know. But Cowboy Cerrone is going to be a tough task. They're friends, they're buddies, and they're going to beat the shit out of each other at, I think, UFC 213, if I'm not mistaken. Cowboy Cerrone, Robbie Lawler. Let me ask you guys in the chat. What do you guys think? Is it fair that Cowboy Cerrone got a fight against Robbie Lawler after a loss? Do you guys think it's fair? Let me know right now in the chat. That's right. That's right. Jesus Christ says, and then he disappeared like Khabib and many others. That's right.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I got to scrub my balls if this show goes too long, says Brian Royja. Scrub the balls. Everyone in the chat, scrub the balls, but if you can't scrub them, lick them.
Lick my balls.
That's right, lick the balls. That's correct. Woodley trains at a different gym than Lawler. It's just ATT affiliation, says Cameron Olsen. That's good, but they are friends. They are friends. They fucked each other in the ass a couple of times. Oh. Settle down, Patrick Cummings. I try to watch it. Want to strangle the fook. Cowboy maybe, says Craig Lee. The sensational Esser says Cowboy is a boom. Jacob says oh fuck, Jacob. I always lose Jacob. Is Hobby Lawler light skin or he is a spick? Oh god, you gotta have a lot of head movement in this chat.
Head movement.
These people,
Head movement.
they be cray cray.
Head movement. Head movement.
Very cray cray. Luke Thomas got a gorilla beard. That is wonderful, wonderful. That's true. He does. His beard is not even nearly as magical, as mystical as Mystic Moss's beard. Look at this thing. It's just growing and growing. I'm just never going to cut it ever again. I'm going to make it go down straight to my nutsack and wrap around my penis. And it's going to be wonderful, wonderful. That's right.
Wonderful, wonderful.
This is Fight Week. This is Fight Week, guys. And I bring you to the living room. Daniel Cormier, Rumble Johnson. A shitload of stuff to talk about this card. Now, like I said before, God forbid, one of these fooks gets hurt in this fight, in the Weidman-Musashi fight, the card is destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. But there are things to talk about between each and every one of these fights. There's a little bit of something. So in this episode of the MMA-HOLES, I got a question real quick here. Connor B, I think it is. Is it Connor B or Connorb? He says, Fook, yes. And you are one of the people I saw in the Luke Thomas chat, and you were fucking hilarious. Is it Connor B or Connorb? Or Connor B? Or Connor B? How do you pronounce your name? I don't know. But let me know. I need to know. I want to know. That's right. Great fight. Can't wait, says Craig Lee. So here it is. UFC 210. There it is in all its glory. I am super duper nervous about this one here. Chris Weidman, Gegard Mousasi. I am going to be on the edge of my seat. Connor B. That's what Connor B says. Okay, Connor B. Gotcha, buddy. You are forever known as Connor B. And you will be Connor B.
Wonderful.
That's right. This Weidman-Musashi fight is going to be lit. It's going to be tense as a motherfucker. It's going to be crazy, this fight. If Chris Weidman loses 3 in a row, where the fuck does Chris Weidman go after this? Gegard Mousasi, extremely confident, thinks it's going to be a walk in the park. Thinks he's going to manhandle Chris Weidman. Will he manhandle Chris Weidman? We're going to find out in a couple of days. And Bimf828 says, still 3 more days for the AKA curse to strike again. Don't get too excited. And, yeah, I have to say, one of the reasons why I did not trek to Buffalo, I'm in New York, is, look, Rumble DC, fuck, that could not happen. I got, fingers crossed, knock on wood that it does happen. I've been dying to see this rematch, but it could not happen. And that sucks. I've been in situations where I've gone to UFC events and boom, card explodes. The people that you want to see, you can't see. So it does suck. It is wonderful, and it is a curse from the AKA, the AKA. And you never know when they strike. Gegard is a beast, says Albertino. Weidman going to 205, says Jay Smooth. So Jay Smooth is thinking loss. That's what Jay Smooth must be thinking. Guys, let me know in the chat right now. Chris Weidman, Gegard Mousasi. There's my face. Chris Weidman, Gegard Mousasi. Let me know. I see I got a text from the Sarah. I see. Let me see. Let me know. All right. I'll tell her to come in now. Fuck it. Why not? Let's tell Sarah to come in. Come on in. Come on in. All right. There we go. All right. So maybe we'll get Sarah in a little earlier tonight. Why not? Why the fook not? But anyway, in the chat right now, let me know. Look at it. Just look at it. Chris Weidman, Gegard Mousasi. I need to know. I want to know. I have to know. Who do you guys think? Everyone in the chat, let me know. What do you think? Chris Weidman, Gegard Mousasi? Is Chris Weidman going 0 for 3 in his last 3 fights? Is Gegard going to keep his tear going and tear apart the All-American? I need to know. I want to know. I have to know. Let's see. He beat Mark Hunt, FFS, years ago. That's wonderful. Jacob says, Weidman has subconscious aggression against Mousasi because he is a Persian-American born in Tehran. Weidman will be thinking about 9/11 when he enters the cage. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Is Sarah hot, says Brian Roger. You'll be finding out in 2 seconds. John Fears. So, guys, here's the deal. It is ladies' night. Enough of the beard. We have guests that are going to be coming on. And Sarah Payne, if you don't know who she is, now you know. Sarah Payne, hold on. Let's see if I can find her. Wait, where am I going? Hangouts. There it is. Sarah Payne. Boom. There you go. Sarah Payne is coming on, and she fights Premier FC. She also fought in Bellator. She is an MMA-hole. She's been on multiple times. She's been hanging out with us, and she's been a great guest. I want to pick her brain and find out what, from a fighter's point of view, what do you think about this UFC 210 card? Who do you think's going to win? We're going to find out from Sarah because it is ladies' night. Creepy. Eddie Manson says Chris W. Chris W for the win. All right, here we go. Sarah Payne. Musazi says Olympia Lowlife. Gayguard says Black Cauldron. And hold on a second. Hold your fucking horses. All right, kids. All right, I guess I'll put my face on there too, Sarah, so you can see me. Whoa, look at Sarah. She's all done.
Sorry, I didn't have any volume on. I was just like, I don't know what this little fucking guy is smoking a cigar. I'm like,
Don't mind that creep. That's just me.
that's just you.
Just the creepy guy with the red beard. Sarah Payne is here. Welcome to the wonderful, wonderful MMA-HOLE show. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you on here. Now, I noticed something different today. I noticed something a little bit different. Is Sarah going to get crunk tonight? What's going on? You a little dolled up? We get hitting the town? What's going on?
With seltzer? How about that? I know Karen, she's messing with my schedule tonight, so it's all her fault. But
What is this pesky...
bed by like 10 o'clock normally. I don't party because I'm a loser and I get tired.
What do you mean you don't party? Hold on a second. So wait, what time is bedtime for Sarah Payne?
In camp, it would be 9:30.
9:30. Wow. And what time you getting up in the morning? What are we looking at?
Like 7:15. I need my sleep or I'm a monster.
You're a monster. Okay, so sleep, that's very important to you. And I'm assuming you're a morning person then.
No.
No. Wait, so
Nope.
So you're more of a night person, so you like to... Wait, hold on. I'm confused.
It's really weird. It's so like normally like I'm not in camp right now. If I stay up past like now I'm probably going to be up till like 1 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock watching Person of Interest and I don't know, fucking knitting. God knows what. I don't know.
Knitting. If you had to pick one TV show to watch and you could only watch this show, what would it be? A show that's on right now?
Blind Spot.
Blind Spot. Is that... Hold on.
The chick with the tattoos, man.
That's right. Where it's like some sort of solving a mystery with tattoos all over them and all that fun stuff.
I
Blind
feel like
Spot.
I live through her because in another life, my perfect job would be like a hit woman like her.
Oh, well...
Kind of creepy, but you know, whatever.
What do you think? Life after MMA? Are we going to become a superstar actress? Is that what the what's next for Soldier?
I don't know about that, but one can have dreams, you know. Maybe maybe a professional eater.
A professional eater, like a Kobayashi, a hot dog eater,
That guy's
extraordinary.
so gross. He has like a six pack though, so if I can have both of those, I'm good with that.
MMA-HOLES, if you're jumping in right now, we have the beautiful Sarah Payne hanging out with us live on a Wednesday night, UFC 210 fight week. She's all dialed up for you guys. Now, remember, the questions can go, they could flow, but Sarah will jump into the chat and beat the shit out of each and every one of you if you act up, correct?
Correct. I was just telling my sister about my last experience. I was like, some dude definitely asked me if I like smell my hand after I like wipe my ass. And she was like, what? She's like, what kind of chat is this? I'm like, well, no, it's like radio, like chat, you know. She like didn't get it. I had to show her. She's like, what is this stuff?
Wait, so you mean to tell me, and I don't believe this, but you mean to tell me that no one's ever asked you if you've smelt your hands after you took a shit?
No. Just fucking weird people that you have going on there.
I would think that would be a great opening line. You're in a bar, you're having a drink, a guy comes up to you and is like, hey, excuse me. No?
No, but I'm sure I've heard something like that.
Wait, you said you've heard something like that?
Probably. I don't know. I hear weird shit all the time. I was out recently and went out dancing with my friend, actually the same place we were at the after party for premiere. And, you know, I was having a couple drinks. So, and then all of a sudden this dude like says some shit to me and comes up behind me and starts trying to make a baby with me through my pants. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. My friend's like, whoa, 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 like, get away from her. What are you doing?
Well, yeah, that's a normal move by guys. They feel, hey, if I rub my penis against someone's ass, they'll definitely like to hang out with me.
A terrible idea for somebody like me.
Hold on a second. Let me just write that down, make sure. Okay, all MMA-HOLES, don't put penis against woman's ass at bar. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we learned something new.
Advice? Aren't you married?
I am married, but I'm letting them know.
Okay.
Now stop yelling at me. All right, chat room. This is Sarah Payne. She's hanging out on the MMA-HOLES live. Brian Roy just says, does she have any kids? Okay, they want to know if you have any kids, Sarah.
Nope.
No kids. Okay, check that off.
No.
All right, Sarah.
Wait, all right, before we go any further, how can I see what people are writing?
Okay, so we're on your cell phone.
I just see no, I'm on my computer, but right now I just see you and your beard.
Well, that's all you need to see.
Okay.
Well, I know that's your favorite fighter in the world.
Douchebag.
Now he's in training right now. He's in training
loser.
for Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. What do you think? What do you think?
Stupid.
Any shot?
I don't know. That's gonna be like Ronda Rousey fights Holly Holm excitement for me. I'm gonna be like at the edge of my seat, like probably sweating and shaking. But I hope he gets knocked out because I think he's a jerk. We've had this conversation.
Well, hold on. The last time you were here, you said you might root for Conor McGregor in this situation. Now you're flipping sides and you're going to Money Mayweather.
I was in a good mood that day.
Sounds like someone's a flip flopper. Do you have the chat?
I'm still back. Do I hit chat?
Okay, so here's the deal. You go on the YouTube channel, the MMA-HOLES, you're going to see there's a live video going on there. When you click on that video, there's an obnoxious group of people talking right now. And
that's too much work.
Too much work. Okay, I'll read the questions to you.
The comments.
Okay.
But no, I don't have kids because they're expensive and they smell weird and they're loud and they're gross.
Okay, so Brian Roger asks, have you ever had a one-night stand?
What if you like to know?
I'm just saying what Brian said. Brian Roger said that, and it's an MMA related question.
Haven't we all, Brian?
Okay, that's a yes. Frank Pavon says,
I'll be honest. So ask me whatever. I'm gonna give you the honest answer.
So now we're getting this again here. Frank Pavon says, Sarah, taco muncher. Is this a common thing going on here? Is this a common?
What does that mean? I'm sorry, I'm distracted because I thought there was a spider on my wall. And I look at it for spiders.
Put that.
I was like, oh, shit, hold on, everyone.
Take all 8 arms and put them all in an armbar right now.
Oh my God, no! I'd be running out the door. I have like a 6-foot long, like fucking bug killer wand because I don't like to get near them.
Really? So wait, hold on a second. You play punch face with human beings, but you won't step on or you can't kill a spider?
I won't step on. I won't touch it with my hand. I can't just take like a napkin and because that's too close to my body.
So, well, it's actually pretty funny because I'm not a pussy with killing bugs. I feel bad for the bugs. Is that weird?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo.
Kill them all.
Yeah, I actually put them in cups. I save them. If this is the deal. I make a deal with the bugs. Okay, you ready for this? If a bug is easy to be captured, I'll let them free. If you're being a dick and you don't want to be easy to be captured, you die. I think it's a fair deal, right?
No, I just squash them all.
Okay, Jay Smooth wants to know, do you like chocolate? And I'm not sure if he's talking about men or the actual.
I was just gonna ask the same thing. I'm gonna assume he's talking about the food, so I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
I like chocolate.
So you like chocolate. So she likes black men. She just said it. All right. So do you eat meat? Hold on. All right. I'm trying to find something here. Let's see. Okay. Albertino, the sensational Esther, wants to know if you're a squirter.
Again, back to that last question. Does she eat meat? Like, these things are not like as innocent as they come off.
They're just lighting up this chat. Lighting it up. And all right. Okay, let's see. If you guys have any MMA-HOLE, MMA related questions, try that out for a second. Now, Sarah Payne is an MMA fighter.
Really good random questions.
Well, I'm sorry. What was that?
Unless they're like, it's a really good random question.
Okay. So if it's a good random question, you could do it. Okay, so Jay Smooth doesn't like spiders either, apparently. So there you go.
Jay Smooth is back. I remember him.
Now, I have 2 things here. First of all, Craig Lee is in the chat. He follows you on Twitter. You follow him back, but you don't follow the MMA-HOLES. That's fine. I'm not mad. And he says...
You're on it earlier.
Yeah. So, whatever. So he says, Sarah, when is your next fight? And I still think you're sexy. That's what Craig Lee says. So that's thank you. That's a statement. That's a compliment and a question.
All in one.
So what do you think? When is the next fight for Sarah Payne? What are we looking at? Any news?
I have been in kind of corresponding with Karen's doing a show in June and also reality fighting at a Mohegan in Connecticut. I was hoping for reality just because it fit my schedule a little bit better for summer. We're working on trying to find an opponent. So that's where we're kind of at right now. So I'm hoping for June.
June you're looking at. Okay, so June is what the deal is. And the are you going into that tournament that Karen's pulling off over there in Premier, or is that what you're trying to do, or?
Won't be. I would just probably do a regular fight because I believe that the tournament is amateurs only.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah, I think that's the one out in New York. So I'm pro. So
it's like, yeah, you don't want to hang out with those pussies, right? All right. Anyway.
fucking amateurs.
Backwards North wants to know what your favorite food is.
Ooh, pasta.
Pasta. Good job. I like pasta too. What did you do today? Okay, so let's start in the morning. You wake up, the crud out of the eyes. What is a full day in Sarah Payne's life?
Today, I woke up and snoozed my alarm about 6 times. I got up and ate my cereal out of a beer pint glass because I was too lazy to. I didn't want to eat breakfast at home, so I threw it in a beer pint glass and I drove to work. That's how lazy I was this morning. And I worked a half day. I worked for an eye surgeon, so I got to mess with some eyeballs for half a day. And I actually took the night off of training. I spent some time with my nieces, so wasn't really a typical day for me. And I went and got my oil changed in my car, and that was about it.
Nice. That sounds like oh my God! I'm sorry. I saw a question. I'm not asking that one. Albertina.
What is it? No, you have to ask.
No.
No, you can't just say, "Oh, there's a question." And not. That's like,
Sarah.
hey, can we talk about something very serious next week? Like, no.
I mean, yeah, I can ask you this question, and I've asked you some.
I might not answer it, but.
Okay, you want to know? All right. So Albertino, the sensational Esser, says, "Chris, ask if she swallows."
Gross.
I told you. I didn't want to ask it, and you made me ask. You twisted my arm. You put me in a situation.
What?
Anyway. All right, so that's yes. So do you do a balanced training? That's what Fred About It wants to know. Do you do,
what training?
a balanced training?
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. I just saw it. I'm like, what the
Just want to
fuck?
make me feel uncomfortable.
Fred, yeah, please explain yourself. A balanced training. Maybe he's talking about when you're not fighting and when you are fighting. Like, do you all year round? I'm guessing.
Yeah, for the most part, I train every day. Right after a fight, I'll take like a week off or so just to. I mean, even if you like this last fight, I didn't have any injuries and I fought great and ended in the first round in my favor, but you still feel like exhausted physically and mentally. So I take a week off, but it was right back into it that next week. Maybe not like to the full, intensity or, length of sessions that I was doing, but it's pretty much the same. I don't have a fight right now. And yesterday I went to the gym, I did my cardio, I did BJJ, and I was sparring till 8:30 at night. So it still definitely is the same in and out of camp for the most part. I don't like to get too far out of shape. So
That's awesome. So anything pops up, you're ready to go. You're just in the zone. You're ready to pull it off.
ready to go. Yep. That's the goal.
That sounds good. So now this Saturday is UFC 210. Okay.
Oh, let me pull out the fight card.
Well, I'm gonna ask you first. What was that shake that you just did? Was that your?
I can pretend like I know what I'm talking about. Like, you say, oh, we're gonna talk about UFC 210, and I'm like, oh shit, I better guess and I can see who was fighting because.
Well, take your time. I mean, here, UFC 210 is this Saturday.
Which fight are we starting on?
Well, hold on a second. Let me talk to you for.
Sorry.
Sorry. No, I was gonna say, what do you watch these pay-per-views? Here's the first question: if this pay-per-view that's gonna be on, do you care or do you not care about this actual event? First of all,
This actual one, I probably wouldn't actually watch. I'd watch it the next day, like on YouTube or something, because I only really care about the Dan Cormier fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a couple girl fights on the prelims that I'm interested in, but I don't watch every UFC event, mainly because they're on till 2:00 in the morning. But that happens to me a lot. People are like, oh, you watching the fights this weekend? I'm like, I didn't even know there was fights on. But so I don't follow it to a T. But yeah, definitely if there's a stacked card, I'm absolutely there watching them. But this one, it's
Yeah, I was saying the same thing with this card. I mean, I'm a nut. I'm a loony when it comes to these fights, so I do watch them all. But this card is, to me, one of the guys in the co-main or in the main event gets hurt, and the card is complete shit. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It goes from a pay-per-view to Bellator. No, like I had to take a Bellator shot, Sarah. You don't fight there anymore, so it's fine. We could say, and you go back. They're the best.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so this card here, like I said, if someone gets hurt, I'm hoping that everything goes well. Now, here's a question. Have you ever stolen a fight? If you know what I mean.
Stolen.
Yes. Or
like somebody else's opponent or something?
No, borrowed a fight. So say a pay-per-view was on, you wanted to see it, but you didn't want to pay the bucks. Did you ever jump on the interwebs and watch a fight?
Oh, yeah, I do that shit all the time. I have an Amazon box. Shit is rigged. I don't pay for shit.
Cody? You do Cody?
Tell me what.
So now here's the question. I know I'm going off the train of thought here, but
That's right.
now say, okay, fast forward. You're in the UFC. You're in a pay-per-view. And now some other schmuck steals the fight. Would you be upset or you're like, who gives a shit?
No, man.
You're the
Get
best.
it.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So there you go.
I don't got a cable bill, and I appreciate it. So.
Good for you. See,
I
Sarah.
don't even watch TV, so it's like I'm like, I'm not fucking paying for cable. I'm not paying for that shit. Watch, somebody's gonna like fucking break into my Wi-Fi and like break my Amazon box. Some computer programmer's gonna fucking cut me off.
So you seem like the person that just kind of doesn't give a fuck. You just do what you want when you want, correct?
Pretty much.
I like that. All right, very good. So here, UFC 210 is here, and what we do here on the MMA-HOLES is basically we give our picks just for the main card. Like we do watch some of the prelims and all that fun stuff. First of all, is there anything on the prelims that you want to talk about, or you want to just dive into the main card?
Yeah. Well, there's a girl. Her name's Cynthia, and for some reason it's not loading on my phone right now. She's a prelim fight. She's fighting. Oh gosh, what's her name? Pearl Gonzalez.
Okay,
Gonzalez, Cynthia. I can't think of her last name, but she trains with Team Alpha Male. That's going to be a good fight.
Okay,
that's a prelim.
That is on the main card. We forgive you for making that mistake. God damn it, Sarah! What the?
She's not on here.
All right, I'm gonna go through the main card real quick.
Oh, she is. My bad. Okay.
That's all right. But actually, all right. Now that you brought her up, let's talk about her because Cynthia has a lot of people buzzing about this girl. Help us out on this one with Cynthia because Pearl Gonzalez is invisible apparently on the UFC site, but she's a very pretty girl, and I hear she's a badass as well. What are your thoughts on this fight?
Well, that Cynthia girl, I know she just fought recently. She fought Amanda Bobby Cooper and won. And for me, like I don't really know a lot about her because she just I feel like she kind of out of nowhere. Like she was training at Team Alpha Male, and all of a sudden, okay, they're like, all right, here's Cynthia, and she was in the UFC, no problem. But again, a lot of those Team Alpha Male guys have a lot of guys in the UFC. So, but I've only seen a little bit of her, so I'm excited to see her fight again. I only caught highlights from her last fight. Pearl Gonzalez, I haven't really seen her fight a lot, but the last time I did watch her, she was still on the amateur circuit. So I think Cynthia is going to have that one.
Cynthia for the win. Yeah, Cynthia seems like she's a badass, man. That last fight, she fought the girl from The Ultimate Fighter. I forgot her name, but holy shit.
Bobby Cooper.
There you go. Thank you. See? Look at this. Look at this. Well, you got to come on more often and fix my my damaged brain because I can't remember names. Terrible. Are you good with names?
No.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You get punched in the face. I forgot.
I know. I always have to ask him, like, what's your name again? What's your name again?
Isn't that the worst? Oh, it's terrible.
And then I just think of a nickname for him.
You know, I have a little secret to tell you. For Premiere, one of the fights, I'm not going to say what fight it was. I forgot the fighter's name when I was in the cage. I'm not. No. It rhymes with Maya Saint. No. No, there was a fighter. There was a fighter where I had the microphone in his face, and I missed the fight. I didn't see it. So when I was asking... Yeah, I forgot his name. I forgot everything, and I was blank. And it was like a deer in headlights look in my face. And yeah, that's a common thing with me. It's great. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that's like me when I do interviews like this. I was on Springfield radio station, and we were mid sentence, and I was going on, and Karen was actually doing the show with me. And all of a sudden, I looked at Karen, and it was live on the air on the radio. And all of a sudden, I was like, "Wait, what was the question again?" Because I don't think I'm talking the right thing. And I felt so stupid, but hey, it happens.
Yeah, it's called It's a brain fart. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. All right, so you're saying in this one you think Cynthia Calvillo is going to be the one to dominate and win. You feel a finish or anything like that, or is it just too much to make?
Yeah, I think it'll be some type of ref stoppage or TKO, only because that's what I've seen in her last two. So that's what I'm going with.
There we go. Okay. And let's start with the first fight over here on the main card, Will Brooks versus Charles Oliveira. Okay. Now, this one seems like it's going to, if I'm not mistaken, I think Will Brooks fought in Bellator. I think he was a champ in Bellator, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying
Don't ask me.
Well, you fought in Bellator, for God fucking sake. Let me see.
That doesn't mean I know everyone.
God damn it.
Yeah, I was looking at this earlier, and they both have, like, a shitload of fights.
No, he didn't. I'm full of shit.
Oh, well, you're
anyway, yeah. Well, there you go. A lot of knowledge. See, the MMA holes, we give you nothing but knowledge. We spit knowledge over here. That's what we do. We do it well. So, Will Brooks, is this not the most professional show you've ever done? I mean,
it's perfect for me. You're helping me with my interview skills, my personnel skills, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Whatever that shit is you need.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of crap over here, and I love it. So Brooks versus Oliveira. Any thoughts on this fight? You got two guys that are exciting fighters. Both guys are very exciting fighters, and it's opening up the main card. Number 9 ranked fighter Charles Oliveira fighting Will Brooks, Ill Will, and I think it's gonna be, as the kids like to say, a barn burner. What do you think on this fight?
I don't know. Didn't Charles Oliveira fight recently too on like a fight night, like very recent, like within the past 3 months?
He did fight. I'm going to check when the last fight was. Go to the Google Zooms. Bringing it up for our guests. Okay, so he's off a 2-fight losing streak. UFC Fight Night, November 5th. Actually, it was in November 5th.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, and that's to Ricardo Lamas. I do remember that fight. Ricardo Lamas versus Oliveira. Lamas, he actually surprised everyone in that fight against Oliveira. Gets the win. Second round submission. So
I mean, looking at like the stats, it's like so even, because where one is lacking by a little bit, the other makes up for it in the next category. So I bet you this fight goes to decision.
Decision.
It's gonna be
okay. What do you think, Brooks? Oh, God damn it. It's all right. I forgive you. Okay, Alvarez.
If I just had to pick one, we'll go with
the black guy or the Spanish guy.
I'm gonna go with USA.
Okay, USA all the way. All right, here we go. Thiago Alves versus Patrick Cote. Alves, crazy motherfucker, ripped up, jacked up, looks like me with my shirt off. Patrick Cote is. Sarah, don't make that face.
Stand up for us.
What's that?
Let you stand up for us.
I got no pants on. I can't do that.
Prove it.
I can't. My little Irish penis would peek out and it'd be really uncomfortable.
Oh, it's not.
All right. So Patrick Cote is Canadian. He was coaching the Ultimate Fighter, and I find him highly irritating. I don't know why. You ever see a face and you just get irritated by a face?
Uh-huh.
With a red beard? No.
Happens often.
Yeah. Like you just see the person, you're just like, actor, fighter, whatever, and you're like, I just can't stand that person's face.
Totally, I hate that. Or like, I just have these people where like they're not even really that bad a person, but something about them just makes me want to drop kick them right between the eyes.
Yeah, if I could drop kick someone, I would do that too.
Would you do it to me?
Of course. I would kick that skull right off your hand. Anyway. Oh, by the way, speaking of that skull in the hand, I saw that tattoo at the tattoo convention. Look at that.
Did you? This mine?
It was in a book. It was in one of these artists had it as in a book. So I saw it. I was like, holy shit! I was gonna text it to you, but I was like, that's kind of creepy. So
was it an artist from Connecticut named Mickey Scalzo?
I don't remember. I was drunk.
Well, you suck.
Yeah, I'm useless. Let's see. Damn, Craig.
Most men are.
Oof. Someone's got some anger in her. Oh man. So I see in the chat.
Who do you have in this fight? Let's see. Let's ask your opinion.
Oh, and Cote. Well, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. And the reason why I can't tell you is because we do Fight Buddies on Saturday nights. I get really drunk, and that's when I give my final prediction. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, I can't stand Cote. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not a fan of his.
You're going with Tiago.
So I'm just all I'm gonna say. But I see in the chat they want to know: do you smoke weed?
No,
No.
that's illegal. Fighters can't smoke weed because we get tested.
Expl-
Duh.
Explain how that works now. I know fighters do get tested. When do you guys get drug tested? When do you get drug tested?
Sometimes it can be at weigh-ins, like right before you weigh in. Sometimes it can be the day of the fight. Sometimes it can be both. I know the UFC, they for a while were like showing up at fighters' houses. I remember Misha Tate tweeting about how they showed up at her house at like 3 a.m. Like the week before a fight. So once you get up to that level, they can pretty much test you whenever. But for me, it's always, if they've picked me, it's been the day of or the day before.
The day of.
But I don't smoke weed anyway.
You don't smoke weed anyway. Have you ever smoked weed?
Like once, and it doesn't do shit.
Doesn't do anything.
I swear to God, it's like a placebo drug. It's like fucking stupid.
I see in the chat that someone's in love with you. It's Stefan.
Ooh, huh.
Stefan Killam. Yeah, he's in love with you. How you feel about this?
What do you look like, Stefan?
Actually, let's find out. You want to find out? You want to creep on
Probably
him?
like 75 years old.
No, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I have no idea. I was gonna say something really stupid, but I refrained myself from doing it. So right now, Stefan Killam, I went to his channel and he just has a purple S. So would you be fine with dating a purple S?
I prefer not to be catfish, so I'm gonna pass. Thank you, Stefan.
Now, Stefan, do me a favor. If you have Twitter, send DM Sarah a dick pic. She loves those.
No, I'm like 20 tonight. My mother. Every time I talk to my parents, I talk to them on speakerphone, and they're both talking at the same time. And I was talking to her about it, and she's like, "Does that really happen?" People say, I'm like, of course it fucking does, Mom.
But how did she find out that it happened? That dick pics happened?
But now she's obsessed with your radio show, and she saw me talking about it because she fucking watches it all the time.
I gotta say, and no disrespect to your pop definitely looks like he kicked my ass, but your mom's a MILF. I'm gonna say that right now on the MMA-HOLES Live. I'm gonna say it.
I'm gonna pretend like you didn't say
that. Well, hey, listen. I'm just saying that. Hey, listen.
She's 60.
She's 60 years old. She's dreamy. Anyway.
She's gonna be so pissed that I threw that out there.
Well, I know she's not. I know she's watching. I had to say that. But anyway,
I'll say that my dad likes guns like me, so be careful what you say.
I would not mess with your dad. I would not. Very nice guy. Don't get me wrong. Very nice guy. Actually, your grandfather wouldn't mess with. Anyway, we're getting off the track.
All right.
Stop talking about your family.
Back to Tiago, Allison, Patrick Cote. You pick Tiago. I'm going with Tiago.
All right. There you
Tiago
go.
for a submission.
There you go. Submission. I like that. All right. So let's go to the co-main. Let's fast forward. First of all, I'm going to ask you one question. It's Chris Weidman. It's Gegard Mousasi. Which guy would you have sex with first?
Chris Weidman.
Chris Weidman. Long Island boy. He's a pretty buff guy now. You see the physique this guy's in right now? Impressive. Yeah.
I said that way too fast. Like I maybe thought about that before.
Well, hey, it's not the first time. I did the Gotham magazine shoot for the guy, and literally there was moist panties. It was ridiculous. It was so unprofessional. Yeah, including mine. Mine was soaked.
That's like that game. Would you rather? I love that shit.
Yeah, we'll talk about who you're gonna screw in the next fight too. So Chris Weidman, Gegard Mousasi, number 4 fighter. Chris Weidman. He needs this in the worst freaking way. He's gone 2-fight losing streak. Gegard is on top of the world. The guy's been a killer right now. This one to me is the toughest one to pick. And we're going to get the fighter's pick right now. Sarah Payne, Soldier MMA. What do you think on this one? What are your opinions?
I have to go with my all-time favorite, Chris Weidman. I mean, this Gegard, whatever, I feel like I'm just going to call him Gay Musasa because that's what like.
Gay Musasa. Okay.
Musashi, sorry. He's had a lot of freaking fights, man. 41-6-2.
Yeah. Strikeforce champion.
A lot. But I don't know. I think Chris Weidman can pull one out of his pants here and
pull it out of his pants?
Again, I don't know. I'd like to say that this might go to decision, but Musashi here, I think, won't let that happen. So my pick is Chris Weidman, TKO.
Chris Weidman, TKO. Wow. Now let me ask you a question. Would you bet on this fight, on that pick? Are you this confident that you think Chris Weidman will pull this off? Would you put money on this fight? If you
Hell no. Put my money on these idiots.
Who would do that, right? No. So Chris Weidman for the win. Look at that. That's a pretty confident pick on this one. And
I hope he runs there. I hope for him that he does. We have the same nutritionist, so I follow him on all social media, and he's a good guy. And I mean, I know he trains hard and he's been in it a long time. So I hope that he can pull this one off.
Fredette about agrees, says this fight is so hard to call. I mean, I'm dreading picking this fight. I still haven't come to a conclusion I know who I want to win. I mean, I want the New Yorker to win, of course. But a Long Island guy's in my backyard, great guy. But, Gegard Mousasi is a killer.
I'm going to call you Mousasi from now on.
Well,
That's Mousasi.
That's okay. What are you drinking? What are you drinking, by the way? What do you got there? What are you drinking?
Strawberry seltzer.
Ah, damn. I thought it was something else. Okay, so let's see.
Not a beer.
No, okay. Gay guy.
Wine later.
Let's see if I got anything else in this chat before we get to that main event. Jay Smooth says Mousasi by murder. John, the MMA-HOLES is here. Diaper John's here. I put money, but on Mousasi. Okay, he's betting on Mousasi. Okay, at least one good pick, Sarah. So Jesus Christ. Actually, I bet you didn't know that Jesus Christ is an MMA-HOLE. It's pretty cool, right?
I have good picks.
Oh my god! I just saw it. I got another question for you, Sarah. No, I'm not gonna ask that one. That one's.
No, come on.
It's got.
You can't keep doing this. If you're gonna ignore the
no,
question,
I can't.
you gotta let it go. And then you can't just be like, "Oh, there's a cool question." Oh, I'm not gonna ask. Like,
Sarah, for your mother's sake, I'm not gonna ask you this question. All right, hold on.
I won't answer it. I'm gonna put it out there right now and say I won't answer the question because we know it's gonna be fucking gross or something weird. But
okay,
ask away.
They're asking what color your eyes are. That's the question. Show the chat. Okay.
They're like, actually, people always say my eyes are weird because they're like green and then they're like orange in the middle.
They're weird. Green and orange. You're like a reptile. You're like.
I could be some type of vampire. I don't know. Maybe an alien. I don't know.
Do you believe in aliens?
Who the hell knows? I did that night. I watched that new movie Arrival. That's pretty crazy.
Arrival. Oh shit, that's the Ryan Reynolds movie, right? With the other guy, Jake Gyllenhaal. Is that the movie?
No, that's Life.
Oh, it's Life.
I just saw the trailer for that the other day. I'm gonna watch that. That's about aliens too.
So what's
Arrival? Is the one where like the pods land on Earth and they like talk in this weird language, and that like Australian girl has to figure out what they're saying. I was kind of pissed at the ending though.
Is it based on a true story?
No, unless you've seen any fucking alien pods.
Do you want to really piss everyone off and just tell everyone the ending? You want to just piss off everyone that's watching?
It sucks though. Like it doesn't like. I like when things like say what happens like after the fact, and it just like fucking ended. The pods get up and fly away into space, and like you don't know what happened. It was fucking stupid.
Brian Roger wants to know if you ever tongue kissed a girl.
I'm not gonna answer that in case my mom watches.
You tongue kissed your mom? That's terrible.
No.
What? Daniel Cormier versus Anthony Johnson. Main event of the evening. So we found out a lot of things tonight without you even having to answer it. It's pretty cool. So what is your favorite movie, says Jay Smooth. Jay Smooth wants to know what your favorite movie is. My favorite movie?
Of all time or recently?
Let's go all time. All
right. Damn.
I could pick one right away.
Okay, it's a tie. I can't pick one either between Bad Moms or How to Be Single because they're both like spit your wine out of your mouth funny.
Wait a second. You're telling me that Bad Moms is funny? There's no way in hell. There's no way.
It was so funny. Did you watch it?
I would probably be able to get through 5 minutes of it and then want to slice my throat. I have a feeling.
No, it's wicked funny.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me that a guy could go to this movie and laugh?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know.
There's a dad in it. He's a single dad.
Mm-hmm. So what does that mean? Oh,
it's not just like a chick flick. I thought it was pretty fucking funny.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Bad Moms, and what was the other one again?
How to Be Single.
How to Be
That
Single.
one's definitely a chick flick, though. You probably wouldn't like that one.
Yeah, when my wife throws on chick flick movies, I literally want to just... She watches The Bachelor. The fucking Bachelor.
I don't watch that shit. That's stupid.
Oh, God.
That's a show where if I'd want to go on and like break everyone's fucking arms in that show.
Sarah, could you do me a favor?
Maybe.
Now, you're still a spring chicken. So, why don't you go on The Bachelor, The Bachelorette? I'd watch then. Everyone in the chat, if you want Sarah on The Bachelor, hit the ones right now. I need to know.
Oh my God.
Would you ever do it?
Probably not, because fucking guys are crazy, and I'd probably get fucking weirdos that want to know if I smell my fingers when I go to the bathroom. So,
Do you think your parents would be for you going on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, whatever the freak it's called?
well, I would have to be the main girl, because I'd fucking go ape shit if I was in a house full of women, first of all. And I don't know. My mom would probably be like, whatever.
I gotta say, it would be...
She'd probably think I'm fucking crazy, because I throw out some shit, like random stuff all the fucking time. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get a new car. Oh, the other day I'm like, hey mom, has dad ever been skydiving? Because I think I'm gonna go. And she's just like, what the fuck? That's the type of or she'll call me and be like, hey, what'd you do today? Oh, I went and got a tattoo. She's like, another one?
One that's fucking funny. I'm sorry, I get distracted because one of the MMA-holes just sent me a picture via DM, and this is Chris. Here's a dick pic.
What is that?
Craig Lee, DM Sarah right now the picture. He'll DM you the picture. I'm sure he will. He's good like that.
What is DM?
So DM is a direct message. So on Twitter, when
Is that what
actually,
you guys
wait,
are
is
calling
yours even activated? Yours might not be activated. I don't even know. It'd probably be smart to deactivate yours after this.
Oh, great. Open up my Twitter. How do I tell? Oh, messages. Oh, great. Oh, no, that's from like November. That's not a message. We're going to delete that because that's probably a virus. He didn't send it to me. Tell him I'm very mad.
Craig Lee, send it to Sarah right now. You guys, Craig Lee, since Sarah's following you on Twitter, send her this DM because she's not following the MMA-holes.
Wait a minute. I thought I was following the MMA-holes. What is your Twitter name? Your personal Twitter?
That is my personal Twitter, actually. The MMA-holes. It's Mystic Moss.
Bog Arts XXX2.
That's Craig Lee.
Oh shit! See, I thought that was your personal one.
You creep. Well, Craig is a lot better looking than me, so maybe she just followed him.
Well, I followed
instead.
you anyway.
All right, thank
After
you.
you yelled at me about it.
Yeah, I was very upset. I cried for about 3 hours straight. I bet you didn't know.
I'm not good. Instagram though, we follow. Instagram and Facebook,
That's
I'm down
true.
with. Twitter, I slack on.
Jay Smooth wants to know, what is your favorite restaurant?
Dang, boo. Probably Osaka. It's a little hibachi place we have around here.
Osaka. And that's hibachi. Hibachi is actually pretty good. They do all the tricks with the volcanoes and...
Oh yeah, I can't eat sushi, but everything else is good.
Okay, they keep on asking me the same freaking question. It's the same guy. Now, Sarah.
Now, Ginge.
Oh, okay, we're on Sarah Ginge now. Okay, so they want to know. You ready?
All right.
If you don't want to hear it, I won't say it.
Again, I just don't have to necessarily answer, but I want to hear the question.
They want to know. They want to know if you do anal.
No, that is not. That's gross.
All right, you dicks. I asked it, you fucks. Okay, so there you go.
That's an exit-only facility.
See what happened? Look what you made me do. You twisted my arm. Okay, they're all happy. Sarah is on Twitter. Yeah. Yes, John the MMA-holes. Sarah is on Twitter, and I have your at Soldier. Now, where'd you get this Soldier from? That's very. Oh, there you go. Look at you.
Yeah, I got that nickname from one of my first Twitter. Oh, Jesus.
Did you get it?
With the first 3 words being "crack my pelvis" at BJJ practice. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Who said? Is it Craig Lee saying? Who said Bogart? Was it?
Hold on, I have to get my charger. My computer's
Everyone.
Time out, people. Technical difficulties.
Everyone DM Sarah
Okay,
now.
back to the nickname. One of my first MMA coaches gave me that nickname. when I had been talking, it was one day in the gym I was talking about when I was in the army, and they're like, oh, soldier, and it just kind of stuck, and that's how it got. Not really, don't really have much of an interesting story about how I got that nickname, but that's where it came from.
Okay, it's fair enough. You like it so
Were you
much?
in the military? Were you in the military?
Yeah, I served in Vietnam, actually. Yep.
You're fucking full of shit.
I did. I killed a lot of Vietnamese people. I don't feel good about it, but I did it. I had to do it for my country. Yeah.
Hold on, I have to plug this in. I'm trying not to get up because I'm like, in
Don't
my
worry. It's fine.
pajamas.
We're not doing a show.
From
It's
the
fine.
waist down, I'm in pajamas. I only got nice for you guys from the waist up.
I saw that. I appreciate the effort today. It was very nice of you.
Good.
So now what was the deal with Karen? What did Karen say? What was she doing?
Oh, we had other stuff going on, and then I still have to I gotta call her after this and do phone calls with her and probably meet up with her, and I'm really tired and want to go to bed, but
Gotcha. So
yeah,
has Karen ever hit on you?
No, she could be my mother.
It was just a little jab at Karen. I like Karen. What, oh, really? She has a thought.
I don't think I was supposed to say that.
Oh wow, shit.
Yep. Her
All right.
oldest daughter and I are the same age.
Okay. Someone wants you to. All right.
I'm gonna be so pissed. I mean, she's like 33.
Wow.
She's awesome. I can't believe all these people were so mean to her when she did her interview.
Yeah,
she's
but
a really nice lady.
She bounced back. She bounced back. She came back on and she won over the crowd. She did. I think it was the jumping jacks that did it.
Jumping jacks are good.
Yes.
That's good. Good for her.
Stefan Killam says, tell her my Snapchat. So he wants you to get a pen and paper. Are you on Snapchat?
I am. And actually, if you go on my Instagram, it has my Snap code. I did add it recently so people can go on and add me on Snapchat.
Okay. So Stefan Killam, go over
I'm going
there.
to snap you right now. Like, I just snapped you.
I don't think it looks like I'm about to take a dick in my ass. It's like, all right. Or I'm going to take a dick in my mouth.
What's this picture this fucking asshole sent? Who is that? Wait, what's the BXXX guy?
That is Craig Lee. That is
And
Craig
how
Lee.
do you know him? What is that?
That's Craig. It's Craig Lee.
I mean, what do you think this is? What is that supposed to be?
That looks like I'm looking in the mirror. That's what it looks like. An X-ray of me, I think. Yeah, that's me. You never seen one of them?
What is that, though? Is that a metal object?
Yeah, it's a. It's
that?
Craig Lee's penis.
Well, that's a shame because it looks like a fucking Quainaman.
Okay, so I see someone new here. Ms. Curly Hair is here and says, "Do you ever want to join the UFC?" And welcome, Ms. Curly Hair.
Sure, of course. Yeah, if the opportunity arose, absolutely. Anybody who says that they don't want to be in the UFC or to turn down the opportunity is an idiot. I mean, I fight for Bellator right now, and I know like a lot of the fighters got shit on with the whole Reebok deal, but even with all that, I'd be stupid to not, take them up if I was offered a fight. So
That's right. Now there is a gentleman that is in the chat, and his name is Diaper John, and he's usually on the MMA-HOLES. He does the fight buddies with us, but he's not on tonight, and he's talking shit right now. He's talking shit to Sarah Payne.
what's he saying?
Now he did go to the event. He actually went to Premier FC 22, but that's when you didn't want to talk to me because we were rooting for Tammy. But
See where that got you?
what did he say?
What did he say?
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it now, John. You're in trouble now. I'm gonna sick Sarah after you. John
What's his
says
name?
his name
John?
is John. The MMA-HOLES is his name in the chat, but we call him Diaper John. He's a regular on the MMA-HOLES. He's one of the MMA-HOLES, and he says if I wasn't bored in a hotel room, I'd sign off. She sucks.
Well, you suck, major dick. So how about
Oh,
that?
holy shit! God damn it!
Oh, like really, like that's the best you got. Oh, she sucks.
I don't know.
I haven't heard that one before. Like, give me a break.
Yeah, he's being a dick. All right, so
Yeah.
let's go to the main event. You ready, Sarah? You ready? Hold on to your fucking horses. Let's do this. Daniel
Ready.
Cormier, Anthony Johnson first. Who would you have sex with?
Neither.
Really? Look at Anthony Johnson. He's like a black Adonis.
I rather be celibate for the rest of my life than both these guys are not very attractive.
Really?
Nope.
If you
not
were
having it.
if you were stuck on an island
Oh, come on, we're not playing this game.
and you had to get in one boat, and both boats rowed up, and Daniel Cormier was in one boat, and Anthony Johnson was in the other boat, but you had to have sex with one of them to get off the island. Who would?
Oh my god, that's awful. I'm gonna have bad dreams tonight. I'd have to. How old are they?
Daniel Cormier is older. Daniel Cormier is 39, I think. Hold on, let's see.
Anthony Johnson is younger.
Yeah.
He's it doesn't say how old. Oh, he's 33. I'm gonna have to go with the younger guy.
The younger guy. You're so superficial. Anyway. All right. So now that we know, now that we know,
You?
I would definitely have sex with Anthony Johnson.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Patrick Cote, or actually, I shouldn't say that because that person could be watching, and I won't get into that.
They're definitely watching for sure.
Mind. I cancel my would you rather. Move on.
All right, we're moving on. So what do you think about this fight? Now, this one, I've been waiting for this fight. I know some people are like, this happened already. But this is a big, big fight because if Daniel Cormier wins, he has that other shot to go after John Jones and redeem himself from the last fight. It wasn't a bad fight. It was a close fight, but he lost the fight. The only blemish on his record. You have Rumble Johnson looking to get his name back in the picture for that championship and redeem himself against Daniel Cormier. You know how it went down the first time. What are your feelings on it this time?
This time, part of me wants to pick Daniel Cormier because I think he definitely wants that second shot at John Jones. But I think, that's a tough one. I'm gonna again say that this fight's probably gonna go to some type of decision. And I kind of picture it being a little bit boring in the first or second round, or it starting out slow, I should say. And I think Daniel Cormier is going to probably pull off the decision or some type of late in the game finish.
Late in the game finish. DC? That's what you're saying?
Karen just texted me on a random note, and she goes, "Nice job. Old enough to be your mom. I'm going to kick your ass."
She's the best. Karen's the best. Good job, Karen. Chiming in via cell phone. Karen, you know what we got to do one time, Sarah? We have to get you and Karen on at the same time in the same hangout. I could link her in, link you in. That'd be kind of funny.
You should do it later this week.
Later this week? Jesus Christ.
Weekend.
This weekend.
Pencil us in.
All right, we'll talk. All right, so here we go. Let's see. She dreams of Zulu dick. All right.
All right. So who do you pick? I made my pick. Who do you got?
All right. So like I said before, I wasn't gonna.
That was so stupid.
But don't worry about it. I'm gonna give you my pick because this fight, I've been calling it from day one. I feel DC will smother the shit out of Rumble Johnson easily in this fight. I feel DC is the superior fighter. DC should not have a blemish on his record. He fought arguably the greatest fighter of all time, John Jones. And that's his only loss. DC, look at his track record. It's impossible to pick against him.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll start out slow, but like I said, I think he'll pull off some either decision or late in the game, maybe submission because he's got all that wrestling background. But you never know, and that's the fun thing about MMA is you can always be surprised. So
that's right. You like surprises?
Of course.
Did Craig Lee?
Karen's still yelling at me.
All right, Sarah. All right, we kept you on way too long, Sarah. But you did a great job. You really did a great job. I love having you back. You're awesome. You bring a lot to the show, and I appreciate every time you come on. Last words. I want last words from Sarah Payne right now to the MMA-HOLEs. From Sarah's heart to the MMA-HOLEs penises. Give us everything.
Be nice. Stop writing your messed up comments. I'm just kidding. That's what makes the show. I hope, I mean, we'll see what what the fights bring on Saturday, and hopefully I'll be back on soon with you guys.
Great job, Sarah.
I should come there. Actually, you're probably like in a basement somewhere with like
On the other side of this camera, I have 4 women tied up, and I'm gonna have my way with each and every one of them after the show.
I was gonna say I should come crash your show sometimes, but I don't really do that because that can get weird.
Yeah, that could. All right, so Sarah, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it, and have fun at the fights. Keep training and stay sexy.
All right, thanks.
All right, there she is, Sarah Payne, on the MMA-HOLES Live. She did a great job. Look at Sarah. Sarah came in there. She conquered. She weathered the storm, and we asked her if she did anal.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Moving right along. That was interesting. That was very, very interesting. Bye, Sarah. Guys, I saw the comments. I read the comments. We had a good time in that one. Okay, move this party along. Now, keep it going, keep it flowing. This is Ladies' Night. So, with Ladies' Night happening, with Ladies' Night being done, there's only one thing to do right now. Fangirl MMA. Check out Fangirl MMA on YouTube. Fangirl MMA has a news break. Breaking news to the MMA-HOLES. Are you ready for Fangirl MMA? Let me know in the chat right now. Give me the ones if you're ready for Fangirl MMA. Let me know right now. And John, if you're in a room, I gave you the link. You can come in, but wait until after Fangirl MMA. John isn't in a hotel. He is tied up in Chris's basement. Laughed my ass off. I missed that. So does she do anal? K-Money's, you're going to have to look back and watch it. It was a wonderful, wonderful interview.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. I missed it. Does she do anal? No other MMA show. No other MMA show is like this. And we have the best guests because they are awesome. They are wonderful, wonderful. Jay Smooth, Craig Lee, ones. Stephen Killen says, Chris, you fook. Brian Roger, 1. It looks like you guys are ready for Fangirl MMA. I bring you to the living room. I bring you to the Google Zoom. Fangirl MMA, kids. Subscribe to her channel right now. After this video is done, I'm going to drop her link in the description, and you guys can go straight to her channel. But before you can do that, on our fuck me in the ass, on our YouTube page, go into our channel, the MMA-HOLES. You'll see in the corner, Fangirl MMA's over there. Go right there and subscribe to her. But she has a message to the MMA-HOLES, and here. Oh, what is she doing? Here it is.
What's up, MMA-HOLES? I'm Kayla from Fangirl MMA, here to update you on what's going down in the world of mixed martial arts. The state of California, led by Andy Foster, propositions a new 10-point plan in efforts to get rid of extreme weight cutting. Since changing the timing of weigh-ins, more and more fighters are missing weight or vocalizing their battles leading up to weigh-ins. Most recently at UFC 209, a huge co-main event was canceled when Khabib Nurmagomedov was rushed to the hospital, causing him to cancel his bout. The plan includes additional weight classes, more than one weigh-in including a fight day weight check, and making repeat offenders go up in a division. The APC membership will vote on the plan during July 22nd to the 26th. Ronda Rousey starts a new nutritional plan, sparking rumors of a possible UFC return? Or could it be for her long-anticipated transition into pro wrestling? Rousey and WWE teased the idea a few years ago, but with her current state in MMA, a debut on the wrestling stage could very well be what she's training for. But Shark Chris Cyborg is quick to respond. After vacating her Invicta FC featherweight title in efforts to book a title fight with current UFC champ Germaine de Randamie, Cyborg seems willing to put that on pause if it means she can meet Ronda in the ring. No matter if it's in the octagon or on a pro wrestling stage, I think fans along with Chris still want to see this fight. Breaking news. UFC 210's main event is canceled due to an injury that Daniel Cormier suffered early this morning. Just kidding. This weekend we finally get the rematch we've been waiting for since pre-Reebok days in 2015, as well as a co-main event with 2 veterans of the sport. Tune in to MMA-HOLES live during UFC 210 for Fight Buddies. To watch more of my weekly MMA news, you can subscribe to my channel or follow me at Fangirl_MMA. Thanks for watching, MMA-HOLES.
Wonderful, wonderful. There she is, Fangirl MMA. And that picture, fucking A. God damn it, Kayla.
Tune in.
Look at this picture. I'm like, yeah. Thanks a lot, Kayla. Thanks a lot.
Early this morning.
All right. There it is, Kayla from Fangirl MMA. New MMA-HOLE. Check out her channel. She does a good job over there. She does the scrolling news. You could go over to her channel and she'll keep you up to date week in and week out. I see her because I'm Mystic Moss right over here. I see these things. I see her on the red carpet. I see her being the next big thing with the microphone, interviewing the fighters, everybody. Keep an eye out for her. We're going to be collaborating more down the road, but we're going to be crossing channels. Kayla from Fangirl MMA, let me know what you think right now. I saw you were fapping, and very nice. Good for you. I hope it was a good fap. I hope it was a clean fap. Yeah, whatever. All right. Here we go. Let's check out. Turn this shit off. Chris says Cameron Olsen. Chris, I'm still a virgin. Get me some pussy, says Stefan. Kill him. All right, we'll work that out for you.
Wonderful.
Tell her to do porn, says Ms. Curly Hair.
Wonderful.
Oh, God. Is she Japanese? No. Actually, we need to get her on live so we could find out a little bit more about Kayla. Kayla is awesome, by the way. She's been working with us on social media. We've been going back and forth. Check her out on Instagram as well. I've been tagging her and stuff. She's been tagging me and stuff. We're going to get her swole, get her going on with the MMA-HOLES. And we're going to have a little bit of fun. It's nice to have pretty faces. Here's the thing, and here's my thoughts about this. Every time you look for MMA news, every time you look for anything about MMA, UFC, Bellator, all that fun stuff, you see guys. You see gross guys with beards like myself. That's all you see. So why not bring some smart ladies involved in here to give you the other side of the situation? If you want penis humor, I will still bring it there. I'll still bring it to you guys. But it's nice to have different personalities. So let me know right now in the chat if you want to see more Kayla on the MMA-HOLES. Each week, maybe we could work something out, a segment or whatever. Let me know with the ones right now. Drop those ones for Kayla. Drop those ones for Fangirl MMA right now in the chat. All right. You couldn't get her on live. What the fuck? Forget about. She's big. She's big time. No, we'll get her on in the future for sure. She's built like a secretary, says Jay Smooth. Stephen Killam says, thanks, Craig. Cracked, says Connor B. She looks patriot and normal girl. Why not, Chris? Why not? Stefan, what state do you fight in? Olympia Loli says, you're red carpet. I got you.
Wonderful.
Stay tuned, Marlon Lane, to come up close and soon on the MMA-HOLES Ladies Night. Get me some pussy, Chris. I need to lose my virginity. You got a lot of friends. That's right. Stay tuned.
Lick my balls.
Just listen, Stefan, just go up to a nice young lady and say, listen, I'm a virgin, and
Lick my balls.
And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Cameron at Cali says, Stefan. Nightbot's here. Jay Smooth says, yeah, bring her back. Olympia Lowlife. We love women. Women. Topless fangirls, says Craig Lee.
Wonderful.
Olympia Lowlife's in. Cameron Olsen says, your eyes are captivating, Chris.
Wonderful.
You know what my problem is this. I got like bitch eyelashes. My eyebrows are caterpillars, but my eyelashes are weirdly long. So and I blink a lot. So every time I blink, it's like you catch a breeze every time I blink. It's so fucking weird. I noticed that. Let's see. Fum Ducker 1, Brian Reuter 1. Albertino says, Sarah, later, Marlon, I will be fapping nonstop.
Wonderful.
Oh, God. Women are queens, says your ex-boyfriend. That's right. We love Pussy and Diaper John and V-Neck, Mike, and the Pigeon. Diaper John, if you're still in the hotel room, you have the link. Marlon is coming on at around 10:30-ish. Give or take, we'll see. It's all up to her. Diaper John, if you want to jump in on a hangout, I'll throw the two of you together, and you could creep on Marlon with us on the MMA-HOLES Live. Guys, if you want Diaper John on the show in our hangouts, let me know in the chat. Let me know right now. Women are queens? Okay, but I have a bish was robotic in her speech. What? But that bish was robotic in her speech, says Cameron Olsen. She has a dry delivery, but it's different. It is a different delivery. She can be dry, but the MMA-HOLES make everyone moist.
Wonderful.
Let's see. Sarah later. Let's see. I buy that for $1, says Fum Duggar. Keep her off, says Cameron Olsen. For Camel, Steph. Yeah, but Cameron, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a serious question. Live on the MMA-HOLES might be a different story. So just remember, there is no off limits on the MMA-HOLES. If you just rewind and see what we asked Sarah, and you'll know. Here we go. Fangirl in the fucking house. Hey, Chris, I think you look cute in that pic. Oh, stop it.
Wonderful.
Making me blush. I think I look like a 12-year-old doofus. Hold on, let's go back here. I'm going to go back to that picture right now. Hold on.
Suffered.
Stop talking. Let's see. I'm going to find that picture. Here we go. Check it out. Here we go, guys. Yeah. Anyway, but thank you, Fangirl. I appreciate it. If you guys want more Fangirl, and now she's there in the chat, so say hello to Fangirl. Craig Lee wants John. Put John on this shit. John, if you're there, if you're watching, you have the link. The show could use a mid-aged, stout Italian cocksucker from New Jersey. Love the Fangirl. I would love to have that. A dysfunctional, oversized Joey Diaz. Why not? Love the Fangirl, says Craig Lee. Olsen, get... Oh, hold on. Olsen, get it... is. Get is right. Stefan, you're lying, bro. Why are you lying? Says Cameron Olsen. All right. So that is that. So now we got the picks from Sarah Payne, MMA fighter extraordinaire, pro MMA fighter on UFC 210. There I am. Go away. Here we go. Rumble versus DC. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this fight. I am beyond excited. I am above and beyond excited. This fight as well, Chris Weidman, Gegard Mousasi. So fucking top heavy. But we have some stories. On Saturday, we'll be talking more about those stories. That's right. This pick is cracked out, Chris. This is Connor V. I'm still 18, says Stefan Killam. You have plenty of time. Love you, Craig Lee, says Fangirl MMA. You're very much so. I just got my license, dude. Chill out. Oh my God. Fangirl MMA has a cute look about her. She is cute. She's wonderful, wonderful, Jay Smooth.
Wonderful.
That's right. We only have beautiful women here on the MMA-HOLES. That's what we do. No ugly women allowed. Just ugly men with beards. That's how that works. So, that's that. All right, let's talk about Khabib real quick. Now, Khabib's saying that he's not going to 170. He's done with the talk about 170, even though he almost wound up in the hospital for freaking... What the fuck is wrong with me? I think the girls got me a little nervous, and yeah. Anyway, let's rant. That's right.
It's time to rant, it's time to rant.
Chris is gonna rant and piss people off.
It's time to rant, it's time to rant. Get ready for a rant and
get pissed off.
If you care, go away.
I don't want you here anyway.
Chris is gonna rant, Chris is gonna rant.
Fuck, shit, fuck. That's right, I'm gonna rant right now. Khabib Nurmagomedov almost died at trying to make 155. He's trying all different things to make him get a healthy cut to 155. If you have to try each and every way to get to 155, if you're not confident in getting yourself to 155, you should not be fighting at 155. There is no way you should be fighting at 155. Go up to 170. You think you're too small for 170? You can't fight at 170? Get the fuck out of the UFC then. We don't want you here. Enough of this shit. You're getting older right now. It's tougher to cut weight. Khabib, yes, I do want to see you fight again. I would love to see you fight again. You're a funny motherfucker as well. Skills. Make Chris laugh. Good fighter. But 155, if you can't make the weight, get out. Go to 170. I don't want to see this song again, dance again. I don't care if you think you're doing it right. All it needs is you to screw up one more card, and it sucks. Paying people traveling, plane tickets. You could reimburse UFC tickets. In some states, you could be lucky enough and get your money back. But if you're flying, you can't get your flight back. Sometimes you can't get your hotel back. Khabib, do this for the fans. Stay at 170. Go to 170. We don't need you at 155 if you can't make the weight. Now, if you can make the weight, it was just a mistake, whatever happened, and you can make that weight, you'll be fine there, then I'll eat my words. But if you can't, go to 170. In the chat, let me know what you think. Khabib at 170 or 155. What do you want to see? Let me know right now. Wonderful, says Nightbot. Jay Smooth says, Khabib pulls out more than I did in my ex-girlfriend.
Wonderful.
Click on it, says Fredette about it, screaming at people. Jesus Christ, Khabib is a fucking liar. Right, Connor? Right? Is Khabib a liar? Connor, you there? Connor, where'd you go? Connor, is Khabib a liar?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I got nervous for a second. He's making me nervous. Fu Khabib says Craig Lee, Jacob, whatever you want to say. Khabib said it was his fault. Then he went and said, but people did not get mad when Tony pulled for an injury. Yes, Khabib has changed his stories a couple of times on this one, and it's a little weird. I think, listen, I understand that if you go up to 170, you're fighting a lot bigger dudes, but for the fans, we don't need this anymore. Feed Khabib more peds, PEDs. Carry 400 pounds of pure love, says Albertino.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Nightbot is dropping some spamming, and I love it. Cameron Olsen says, I call her belly button. Pull out merchant, says Jay Smooth. Khabib said he's going to Germany to fix, and I say fix in quotes, everything. Is it possible he's being called for ISIS-related op? It's possible, yes. It is possible. Forget about dropping links in there. Click on it right now. Right now. Jay Smooth says, send his fat ass to 170.
Wonderful, wonderful.
The MMA-holes are speaking right now. They're speaking loud, and they're speaking proud. Khabib, no fix everything, says your ex-boyfriend. The Carrie show is here. Carrie, happy birthday. And it's good. We found out that Carrie's alive. I thought Carrie might have died yesterday, but it looks like Carrie's alive. Big changes happening, says Carrie. Okay. Carrie, I'm glad you're fine and you're good, but I was a little nervous. I was definitely a little nervous about yesterday's stream. It got pulled down, but... And if you don't know what we're talking about here, that is The Carrie Show. Subscribe to The Carrie Show for very interesting stuff. I highly recommend it. I do. I do. Jesus Christ is Carrie, sweetie. How are you? Are you okay? Sandwich, making time, says Cameron Olsen. Happy birthday, says Craig Lee. Carrie did hit the birthday. Hit a milestone yesterday, and everyone wish happy birthday to Carrie. Hey, Carrie. How are you, dear? Says Albertino. Sorry for yesterday's mess. That was a mess. No more videos in the future on my channel. What the fuck? Carrie's done? Has Carrie retired? Oh my god. Is this the end of an era? Is this the end of the Carrie Show? Oh my god. Say it ain't so. Breaking news on the MMA-holes? Possibly. Khabib will retire and open a liquor store, says Stephen Killam. So... I don't know. It seems like we're all on the same page. It seems like we're like, guys, we had enough Khabib. You know, like I said, I do want to see Khabib fight, and I would love to see Khabib fight Tony. I was dying to see that fight. I just don't like when guys can't make weight and people get screwed. The fans get screwed. I hate when that happens. It's not wonderful. It's not fun at all. Fight Buddies this Saturday. Stay tuned. We will be back on Saturday night with this gold label. UFC 210. This puppy will be cracked open. My birthday bottle. $4 million bottle of scotch will be drank and drunk and crunk on Saturday night. Live on YouTube. That's right. Wonderful, wonderful. So everybody bring all your friends. We're going to break fucking records. We're going to smash 800 subscribers and bust the doors down to 1,000 subscribers. We could only do it with you guys, and we appreciate all your support over here. And you could all...
Lick my balls.
For sure. Lick my balls. Okay. You're such a wonderful, sexy lady, Carrie. Damn, she's gone, says Jay Smooth. What happened, Craig Lee? Fum Ducker says, does the carpet match the drapes? Oh,
wonderful,
boy.
Wonderful.
Is it normal that Arabs eat snakes and other desert-dwelling rodents and lizards? That is a little weird, Jacob. It is. But we eat some weird shit, too. The Carrie Show says, I'm fine, but for me and for my relationship, that's how it has to be. Okay. All right. Who dating Carrie? Says forget about it. Donald Trump, that son of a bitch. Are you all going to watch Bellator kickboxing? I have watched Bellator kickboxing. It's just, you know, it's tough to get people to watch Bellator, let alone Bellator kickboxing. So that's that. Connor B says, show off your tribal. It's not going to be here much longer, actually. It's going to be gone in the near future. Damn, Carrie getting the D. Carrie is getting a D. Fuck yeah. Top self booze, top grade weed. Saturday will be lit. That's right. It will, Jay Smooth. We're going to be fucking tearing shit down. UFC 209, we had 225 subscribers that night. Just in one night. The likes were through the roofs. The thumbs ups, thumbs downs. It was crazy. We played the 10 like song a gazillion times. We couldn't stop playing the song. It was over and over and over again. It was so much fucking fun. 210, we break those numbers. We bust the doors down and we go cray cray because that's what we do. That is what we do over here. RDA going to 170. We were talking about Khabib going to staying at 155, but RDA is like, I'm going to 170. I had enough. I'm going to 170, and I'm fighting Saffidine, who is no joke, Saffidine. Here's the thing with this fight. RDA and Saffidine, Is it going to be a good fight to watch? Yes. Is it something that tickles my penis that gets me all excited to watch a fight? No. So, yes, it will be a good fight, but it's not going to get me fucking through the roof. It's not going to get me super excited about RDA's 170-pound appearance against Saffidine. It's not going to get me so excited and pumped up. What do you guys think about RDA and Saffidine? Let's go to the Google Zoom. Let's go to the living room. There it is. Google is where everything happens. We go to Googles. Googly googlies. We're going to go take a journey, pound for pounds. Hold on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull them all up. Googly, 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 googly. Pound for pound. Pound for pound, 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 pound. All right. Fighter rankings. Here we go, kids. RDA will kill him, says Jay Smooth. Dump him, carry, says Fredette about it. Okay. So the 170 is owned by Tyron. Let's get a little closer. Get a little closer. Don't be shy. Saffidine is the 10th ranked fighter right over here. RDA is jumping into 170 and dropping to number 10. And this is the reason why I'm not getting too pumped about it. Now, Saffidine is a beast. Saffidine is a nasty fighter, a scary fighter, a dangerous fighter. But, someone's going to die of AIDS. Look at the prick jar. Someone's dying of AIDS. That's my dying of AIDS alarm. Someone's dying of AIDS. All right, so Saffidine is fighting RDA. Let's see if it's announced over here. And there it is. Boom. UFC calls it. UFC sees it. Saffidine coming off of 2 losses. So here's my question on this one. It's probably the proper fight to make right now, Saffidine, for RDA. Going up to 170, not jumping into a top 5 opponent, going in against a guy ranked number 10 off of 2 losses, get him adapted to 170. So it looks like they're trying to baby RDA a little bit. Now, make no mistake, Saffidine's not, he's not a layup, but coming off a 2-fight losing streak, is he on his way down? It's possible, and both fights were decisions as well. Is this the right move? Let's look at RDA's stats right here. Now, we know about RDA. We've been seeing him a lot. Ferguson was the last bout. And there he is, baby Frankenstein, in full glory. RDA, loss. But look who he lost to. Tony El Kakui was his last loss, and it was a fucking 5-round war. Then, before that, was a crazy fight against Eddie Alvarez. That shit happened. Eddie Alvarez. I don't think that was a fluke fight. It was just the way it went down. It just wasn't RDA's night. And Eddie Alvarez schooled him in the first round. So crazy because he was on a little bit of a tear before that. And then, look at this. Win. Title, defense, boom. And the way he beat up Donald Cerrone, he was on top of the world. The guy was best. Ever since that McGregor fight never happened, it was all downhill for RDA. He just dropped. He fought Eddie Alvarez and then boom, gets smashed in the first round. Boom, loses to Tony Ferguson. Now, like I said, he didn't look horrible, but he did lose to Tony Ferguson. 5-rounder. Now he's going to 170. What do you guys think? Are you pumped up about this? RDA Saffidine, are you pumped up? Are you getting up for this fight? What do you think? Let me know. I need to know right now. RDA has a chance at 170, but he won't travel far in RHE rankings. Says Jay Smooth. Albertino says, my life would be incomplete without the carry show. It really would be tough. I would actually cry. Maybe not, but I would be upset. Bisbing Pillow Fists knocked Rockhold the fuck out. And that is correct. But more correct than anything right now is this. We're going to the Google Zooms, and we're going to a hangout. We have a guest, kids. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a guest. And there she is. Let me put my face on the screen. Boom. There we are. I'm here. Hello.
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I got Soldier's thing up here still. Let me take that down. All right, shut this off.
We got a guest.
I got a million things going on here. Don't mind me. Stand with me.
MMA-HOLE.
We got a guest.
We got it.
All right. Soldier MMA. Here we go. Sarah Payne's in the house. But she's gone now. And here is Marlon Lane. All covered up, I see. Tisk, tisk.
Yes, covered up.
Welcome to the...
your little bracelet.
Uh-oh. She got the bracelet. There we go. The MMA-HOLE's live. Exclusive right here. MMA-HOLE. Are you swimming in that bracelet too? Is it too big or...
Am I swimming in it?
Yeah.
Kinda.
I have a small wrist, yeah.
That's all right. I am too, and I'm a guy, so if that makes you feel any better. But, yeah. All right, there we go. Now, if you guys want bracelets, DM me on Twitter, and you might be the next one to get a bracelet. Let me know. Let's see what we got over here. Marlon, welcome to the MMA-HOLES. It's Ladies' Night, and what better way to end Ladies' Night with Marlon Lane right now? What do you think?
Hey.
Okay, so now we had two ladies on. We had Sarah Payne on, and she got bombarded. I don't know if you got to see any of that, but she got slammed by questions. She handled it like a true champ. Man, Jesus, what we asked her, that was interesting. Very interesting. Did you get to see any of that interview at all?
Unfortunately, no, I did not. I'm going to check it out after I get done with this.
Okay, so now the chat. Now here's a rule, chat. You can't ask Marlon the same questions you asked Sarah. You can't do it. It's not fair. You can't repeat questions. Okay, so I won't ask those questions, the repeat ones, but you could ask new ones. I encourage that.
Good. I guess I'll be safe then, because I'm sure all the raunchy stuff came out earlier. Then, huh?
It was bad, Marlon. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty bad. I have to say, I never really don't want to ask a question. Usually I'm on board, but they got me. They got me a little bit this time. Yeah, they got me good. All right, Marlon, I got my face in the corner. Let me get you. I'm just setting you up right now. There we go. Okay. So Marlon Lane is here. She is an OG MMA hole on the MMA-HOLES Live. Marlon's wonderful, wonderful. And we have a big event coming up, and that event is UFC 210. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about this fight?
I want to say how excited I am about the Carter fight, main fight.
The card. Excuse me, my mind is still burnt up. Yes.
I want to say, I'd say a 9.
A 9? Oh, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good score. Is that 10 being the worst or 10 being the best?
10 being the best.
A 9 is pretty high. Okay, so now let me know why. What did you... All right, forget it. Why do you give this a 9 right now? What is the reasonings? What are you looking for in this card? What are you excited to see about this card? What is really getting you pumped up about UFC 210?
I have to say both the main event and the co-main event really is really exciting to me because I'm a fan of all those guys. So I grant I have my picks, but I think it's going to be some great fights this weekend.
Great fights this weekend. That's what we're hoping for. That's the only thing we could hope for. I said it's pretty top heavy, but you never know. Some of these cards where you're like, I'm not sure. The undercard fights, the early prelims, sometimes you get really surprised. There are 4 fights on the early prelims. There are 4 fights on the regular prelims, and there's only 5 fights on the main card. I hate when the UFC does that to us. If you're paying for something pay-per-view wise, give us the 6 fights. Stop with this early prelim stuff. What do you think about the early prelims? Do you watch any of that stuff?
Depending on who's fighting, I do. Sometimes if I know of a fighter, or I get a chance to catch it, then yeah. But, I know what the UFC is trying to do. They're trying to get more subscribers on their, UFC Fight Pass thing. And, I get it, but, I agree with you. Most people are going to buy the pay-per-view, so obviously they should be putting more fights on the pay-per-views because that's guaranteed money, especially from outside people who are not really hardcore fans. I think the hardcore fans are going to be the ones that are subscribing to UFC Fight Pass. Yeah,
it's a little weird. I don't know. It just seems like there's some money thing going on real quick. I see Justin Sumter's in the fucking chat right now. The Fort is here. You know what? Justin was probably like this. He was probably like, it's ladies' night. I better show up and say hello. Justin's here for ladies' night.
Smart man.
Welcome the Fort to the chat. Everyone's going bonkers right now. They see the Fort. They see Marlon Lane. A lot of things going on. Holy shit. What a fucking exciting night. I should be wearing a party hat right now with all these crazy guests.
Are you at least wearing pants?
No, I never wear pants. No. Nope, never do it. So, we introduced Fangirl MMA. We have Sarah Payne on. But we figure there's only one way to anchor a show. To anchor an MMA show, the ladies' night, and it has to be Marlon Lane. That's the only way to do it here. The people have spoken. Marlon's here. How's your day going so far?
It's going okay. going okay. I finally got my car back from the body shop, so I'm excited to finally have it back after 2 weeks of having a rental car. So that's a good thing.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So that's good. At least the car is back. Now let's talk, Marlon. We only have you for a certain amount of time, so we're going to talk real quick. We're going to get to the picks real quick as well. But we have some very important stuff to talk about here now. All right. Now we all know we're going to the Marlon Lane wedding of Wonderboy, right? Everyone in the chat is aware of this, right? Okay, we're all going to that. Now, Marlon Lane is very tight with the Wonderboy family. She's practically like, she's there. She's part of the people right now. She's part of the Wonderboys. But here's the thing, guys, and they're not aware of this. Marlon Lane might be training. Hold on. Is this true? Is Marlon Lane, is there an opportunity? Oh, she's turning red. Oh. I see. She's blushing, kids. She's blushing. Is it true that Marlon Lane might have the opportunity to actually do a little training with Stephen Thompson? Is this true?
Yes, I am planning a trip to South Carolina next month, and I'm going to do some training out there with them.
How about that, guys?
So, yeah.
MMA-HOLE's Marlon Lane training with Wonderboy Thompson. Are you gonna tell him everything that he's doing wrong? Are you gonna show him the right way to take on his next opponent?
Well, it depends. Maybe I could show him some groundwork, and he can show me some stand-up. So there'll be a trade-off.
By stand-up, you mean sex? No. Oh. All right. Or groundwork. Whatever. All right. So Marlon Lane's gonna have sex with Wonderboy. All right. So. Uh-oh. We got her. We got her on the ropes, kids. We got her on the. Marlon's like, why did I come in here? All right. So. See, she's dodging the bullets. It's fine. Listen, Wonderboy here.
I thought I was safe from the chat, but it's you now.
I gotcha. All right, so yeah, that is true. Marlon Lane has the opportunity to hang with Wonderboy. It's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be great. I can't wait. Is there any stories that do happen? Do you promise to let the MMA-HOLEs know how this goes down? How Wonderboy was? How big is his cock? No. You know. The hard-hitting questions on the MMA-HOLEs we need to know. Karen needs to know. What do you think?
I'll tell you good stories, and there won't be no rated R stuff.
Sucks. All right, that's fair enough. I'll give you that. Fair enough. Now, is there a dancing? I can't remember if you said it, but is there a dancing expo? I don't know what it's called, or anything going on in South Carolina while you're going to be there?
Yeah, while I'm going to be there, I'm going to do some dancing as well. So, but yeah, it's just about going out there to train, visit a place I've never been. This past year was the first time I actually made it to the East Coast twice. I went to Atlanta and I went to New York for the first time, and I really like the East Coast, so I definitely want to do more traveling, because I've done a lot of traveling on the West Coast. So yeah, it'll be fun. I get to do two things that I love. Get to do some, martial arts and dancing. That's
awesome. That is awesome. Now, will you invite Wonderboy to dance with you? Would you invite him to a gathering?
Yeah, of course. If he wants to come out, yeah, I could teach him and I could show him. So, yeah, it'd be up to him. But yeah, why not?
That is awesome. So that's what we're rooting for right now, to drag Wonderboy to one of these dancing events. That would be great, and show him some moves over there. That'd be a good time.
Absolutely.
That's it. We're banking on Marlon Lane to get Emma, what's it called, Wonderboy on the show. You think with these questions he's gonna come on or what?
With questions like this, no.
We would be so nice to him. This chat. She should get him on the MMA-HOLE. See, Craig Lee just said that right now. So there you go. See, Craig Lee says so too. Craig Lee would like to see one.
I'll be traveling. I'm sorry?
I know. I said Craig Lee would like to see Wonderboy.
Oh, you would like to? Well, actually, I'm going to be traveling back Wednesday night, so I probably won't be able to get him on the show or anything like that. But we'll see. We'll be in contact.
All right, so there we go. We'll let you slide now. Good job on that. So Marlon Lane, UFC 210 is this weekend, is this Saturday. We're doing a Fight Buddies. We're getting this party started. You gave it a 9 out of 10. There are some banging fights on this card, and let's start it off with Brooks and Oliveira. This fight over here is a tough one to pick, but I think could be one of those surprising fights, Oliveira and Brooks. What are your thoughts on this fight, the fight opening the main card?
I think it's a great fight to start off the card. Absolutely, I think it is. It's a tough one to call. I gotta say, for me, it's one of those fights where I can't really pinpoint who I think is gonna win or lose. It's really hard for me because I think they're both dynamic fighters. So I don't know. It's hard to pick on that one. I guess I'd go for Brooks.
Brooks on that one?
If I had.
Okay, so you're staying with the U.S. on that one. Brooks for the win. I think that's a good pick. That's a nice pick on that one. Brooks he's a slick fighter. He's gonna be fun to watch in that fight. I definitely think there's gonna be fireworks going on. Brazil versus the U.S. Going to Patrick Cote versus Diego Alves. Diego Alves, Brazil. Patrick Cote, Canada. Ultimate Fighting coach. I expressed my opinions on Cote. I'm not like the hugest. I don't know. Like I said, there's something about Cote. I'm just not a huge fan of him. But what do you think on this one? Cote versus Alves.
I'm gonna give it to Cote. I'm actually a fan of Cote. I'm not a huge obsessive fan though, but I think he's been around long enough. I think he has the skills to get the job done, but I'm not saying that his, opponent is a slouch either, so one of those fights that I'm not super invested in, but I am definitely going for Cote out of the two. And for a win for either one.
So, Cote for the win. Marlon. Okay, Marlon has the best analysis as Brian Roger. How about that one, huh? Brian Roger's team, Marlon.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Also, let's see. Okay, Jay Smooth wants to know, how's the fight prep coming along? So, how's that coming?
I'm doing good.
Have you found a home?
I'm doing well.
I think she's freezing up a little bit.
Sorry, you're cutting out a little bit. What happened?
Yeah, it's jumping in and out. Have you found a home with training now? Are you at the same gym, or?
I think the place that I'm training at now is going to be my new home. I have two people that I'm working with now. I have a guy who I've been doing more strength and conditioning with, because his MMA classes they conflict with my work schedule. However, if anything changes, I'm going to, of course, keep him in mind. He's a judo champion, and I love judo. That's probably my main love of martial arts, is between judo and jiu-jitsu. But the other place, they're great for striking. They're known for Krav Maga, which was the first martial arts that I actually started taking classes and training in. Yeah, so I think I found my home.
There you go. It's good that you found a home. I'm glad that you found a home. You got the car back. You got your home at training. And that is wonderful, wonderful. Marlon Lane is here. Marlon Lane is an MMA-HOLE OG. She's been around since, you've been around for a little bit now with the MMA-HOLEs, and we appreciate every time you come on here. How you feel about?
Thank you, and I appreciate you having me.
How do you feel about the growth of this show? Do you think we're moving strong in the right direction, or we're going downhill? We're going south.
Certain times you're going down. No, just kidding. I think you guys are doing a great job. I should say you're doing a great job, because you're the one who's really taken hold of this ship. I think you guys are different in the regards that you really interact with when you bring people in, and I think that's a great skill and great respect to have for your fans. So I think you guys are doing great. I mean, everybody's going to have, pros and cons of anything that you do. I mean, some people may say it's a bit too raunchy or too much at times, but that's what makes your show you. And so as long as you want that and you're okay with that, then I say just stay with it, stick with it.
There you go. There's words from Marlon. That is nice. It means a lot from you. Coming from you, it means a lot. It's a big compliment, and we do appreciate it. It wasn't me says, wonderful, wonderful. Craig Lee says, we love Marlon. Much respect. How about that, huh?
I love you guys too.
Everyone loves Marlon. Let's go to the next fight, UFC 210. We have the ladies. We have Cynthia Calvillo versus Pearl Gonzalez. Two young ladies about to bust on the scene and cause some ruckus. And I think it should be an interesting fight between these two girls. What are your feelings on this fight?
when she made her Carvalho, right? That's her last Carvalho. When she fought last time, I don't know. I wasn't that impressed with her fighting, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, she got the win, she got the job done, But Gonzalez, she comes from she has I believe a boxing background. She's pretty respectful in what she's brought to the octagon. So I think the newcomer could definitely show up Cavallo, so I'm going for Gonzalez.
All right. I tell you what, Gonzalez seems like a tough girl when they were staring each other down and stuff like that. I was like, ooh, this girl's got some fire in those eyes. So we might see a good fight in this one, and you never know. That's why they do it, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You never know.
Let's go to the co-main event of the evening. Chris Weidman, Gegard Mousasi. I love saying Gegard Mousasi. Number 4 versus number 5. What are your thoughts on this one?
Oh man,
tough one.
I'm a huge Weidman fan. I love Weidman. He just seems like a funny guy. He's very family oriented, and he's a great athlete. There's no doubt about it. I think his striking has really evolved since when he first started. And obviously he's a great wrestler. But Gegard, he's been around for a long time. His record is crazy. And so he's been looking good. I think he's on a 6 or 7 fight streak win. So I mean, it's going to be a tough fight. Weidman's coming off 2 losses, and when you have losses and you were once up there, it just you get hungry for it. And I know that Weidman's hungry, and I know he's preparing for it. And so I believe Weidman will get the job done. I'm going for him.
It's so funny. I do notice that I haven't given my pick yet, but I do notice that a lot of people are going with Chris Weidman. They still have faith in the All-American. They still feel that he can get back in there, get back in the win column, and do it. And it's funny. I'm curious why people are saying this. What is that one quality about Chris Weidman? What is that quality, even though those last 2 losses happened, that a lot of people, in your opinion, why do you think are going with Chris Weidman with this one?
Well, I think the way he spoke out after his losses, that he wasn't going to give up and that he was going to come back. For one, people always love to see that kind of spirit and that mentality from an athlete, especially one who just lost, because it shows that he's human, but he still has heart. And when someone has heart, you can't. It's so hard to go against them. But I think because he was once a champion, once somebody was a champion and they've been up there and he had beat some great guys in Machida and Silva, you got to give the guy respect. Same thing with Rousey. They said even though she's had 2 devastating losses, that if she were to come back, she would still be a pay-per-view draw. Granted, she's different in the notoriety that she's gotten compared to Weidman, but Weidman, he was when he knocked out Silva, I mean, nobody expected that. Silva was almost untouchable every time somebody would throw a punch at him. For him to do that, I think that was such a huge feather under his cap.
I know Justin Sumter is still in here hanging out with the MMA-HOLES as well. He's wonderful. Fighting in CES. Marlon, what do you think about that? Justin Sumter on Access TV. Oh my God, my head feels like it's going to explode. How cool is that on the main card? What are your feelings on that?
I'm so happy for him because I know he's been getting, getting opponents lined up, and then it cancels and lined up cancels, and I can imagine that it's just such a roller coaster for him. And so for the fact that he finally has something again lined up, I'm so happy for him, and I hope he does well.
Me too. I can't. Oh God, I'm dying. I'm definitely gonna do a Fight Buddies for that fight. I want to bring everyone along. I can't wait to see it. Actually, if I could go, I might even just go to that thing. But oh man, it's so cool. Justin's such a good guy, man, and to see him finally get that fight that he deserves and that good chance, be on TV and show his skills is gonna be so much fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
UFC 210. The main event is Cormier versus Rumble Johnson. The finale. Black on black violence right here. Daniel Cormier, the champion. Number 1 contender, Rumble Johnson. We have those hands of steel Rumble versus the submission machine. Also good striking, Daniel Cormier. What do you think on this one?
Oh, man. Well, I have to say, I'm just a huge fan of Cormier. I think he's a very underrated fighter. He's an Olympic wrestler. And like you said, he's a great striker too. I mean, he's really evolved in his game, and he's learned, because a lot of the guys he fights are taller than him, but he's really learned how to mix up the combos with his striking, his wrestling, and I got to give it to him. I mean, John Jones was the first one to give him that blemish on his record, and it was a decision loss, you know? I mean, it was so close. So I think Daniel, he's going to be the one that comes out victorious. But with Rumble, I mean, I like Rumble too. Rumble seems like he's very humble, at least he has been the last couple of fights. And, you know, I can't believe he used to fight at 170, and now he's at, 205.
It's crazy.
And, he has that one-punch knockout. He's strong, and he's fast, and for being such a big guy, he has great speed. But, with those muscles and that speed, looking for that one-punch takedown, it can exhaust him, and we've seen him gas out in later rounds.
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about Rumble's cardio, and the thing with Rumble that people forget is Rumble lost 4 or 5 times. Hold on, I don't even know. I think he lost 4 times, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. 5 times. Yeah, 5 times, and 4 of those 5 fights were chokes, were strangled out. So Rumble seems to lose the same exact way. He goes in strong in the beginning, and if you weather the storm, he can get choked out, and it seems like it's a reoccurring theme. He says he's changing things up. He says he's doing things differently this time around. That's why we watch it. We're going to find out this Saturday. But I'm curious if it's enough against Daniel Cormier. Now, on the other hand, you have Daniel Cormier being 38, 39 years old, taking a beating over and over again, and his last 2 fights, he's gotten rocked. It's going to be interesting to see if that old body, that old chin, can hold up against a monster in Rumble Johnson. But with that being said, it's tough to pick against DC.
It is hard, if you really follow DC's career and the guys that he has fought and the way he's performed in the octagon, you gotta love and respect the guy. He's so humble. He's such a good guy. But I mean, we saw what happened when Rumble hit him. I mean, he flew across the octagon, and he got up. Because when you're hit, you have that 1 second to recognize, hey, am I going to recognize this pain and let this knock me down? And he was like, no, F that. I'm going to get up, and I'm going to win this fight. And having that mentality, that's going to keep him a winner. And that's why he's the champion now,
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I hope everyone stays healthy. They stay in a bubble until fight night, and no one gets hurt and no craziness, because that Khabib thing is still in the back of my head, and I just want to vomit. And it's happened to DC so many times, and oh my God, I hope everyone stays healthy.
Yeah, I mean, I just hate the whole weight cutting thing in this business in general. I really wish that guys wouldn't do it, but I think that even if they weighed them, into what their healthy weight is, like if they did all the fighters and they did like a little seminar and weighed and got all this perfect stats, I still believe the fighters would still walk around heavier and still try to gain that advantage, because there is an advantage to being heavier, of course, like, in like the striking or the clinch area, maybe not so much jiu-jitsu, because jiu-jitsu, it's a little bit different, but I mean, 5 pounds in a heavyweight, that's going to make a difference, but, on an atom or flyweight, of course it is.
Ladies' night has been so epic, and to end it with Marlon Lane has been wonderful, wonderful. Marlon Lane, UFC 210 is this weekend. Are you watching it with the same friends as you do every other time? You got the tradition going strong this weekend, going out or staying at someone's house? What are we doing?
Staying at someone's house, but yeah, we're definitely going to be watching it. I am so excited for this card, and I can't wait. So what you're doing the Fight Buddies, right?
I'm going to be doing the Fight Buddies, and I'm going to be cracking open this $4 million bottle of scotch. Yes. I see Justin Sumter says, hold on. Hey guys, got to head out, but Johnson all the way. There you go. Night, Marlon and Chris. Night, Justin. Great of you to jump in. We can't wait to see that fight. And he's got Rumble Johnson all the way. There you go. There's a Rumble. Finally, we got a Rumble in the house, because everyone's been going DC's way. Everyone's been going Wyman's way. It's been crazy. But yes, there will be a Fight Buddies this Saturday night. And if you're looking for a bearded red man, he'll be on YouTube Saturday night. All right, Marlon.
Duly noted.
Yeah. Marlon, listen, we have to know about the escapades with Wonder Boy. We have to know about the things in Marlon's life. What's new? What's next? Is she going to go amateur, pro, fighter? We don't know. There's a lot coming your way in the Marlon universe, and we can't wait to find out. And any last words to the MMA-holes?
Just thanks for all the love, everybody. Nice to see everyone. And yeah, thank you again for having me on the show. I feel so grateful that I'm here and I'm able to share my take on some of the fights. And so thank you.
Thank you, Marlon. Have a great night. And always remember to be an MMA hole.
I always will. I have my little bracelet.
All right, there she is, Marlon Lane.
Bye-bye.
In the Fukin House. Marlon Lane, MMA hole extraordinaire. On the MMA-HOLES Live Wednesday night, Ladies Night. That's right, Ladies Night. We did it strong. We did it hard. We had the best of the best go down with us on Wednesday night. What did you guys think of Ladies Night? Do you think the ladies did a great job? I think it was a nice mixture of women who jumped in. Beautiful women who came in, spread the knowledge, had some fun, and it was a good time. I had a great time. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Let's check out the chat, and then we wind this Fuker down. Same here. Jay Nightbot said subscribe. And if you're not subscribed, listen to the Nightbot because he knows what he's talking about. French people in 1600 didn't have toilets, Jacob. LOL Nightbot, should be a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. That's right, Tim F. It will be.
Wonderful.
Jason, I'm with you. I really want Rumble to knock DC fat ass out. A lot of people want to see it happen. Let's find out. We'll find out on Saturday. Thanks, Craig Lee. The French are a bunch of effeminate frog eaters. But if I had money on it, DC, says Jay Smooth. Bye, Marlon. You're a beautiful specimen. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Let's see. Craig Lee says, Marlon, our queen MMA. Jay Smooth says, peace, Marlon. Great. Cameron Olsen says, the French. What are we going after the French for? Okay. All right. Great one, Chris. Thank you, Craig Lee. You guys are awesome. I always have a great time. Wednesday is done. Wednesday show. We're back every Wednesday. Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time from the New York studios, the bricks of the MMA-HOLES Live. Conor McGregor's here. But before we go, we have one thing to do because I never forget. 10 more likes. Yes. Let's do it. 10 more fucking likes.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got
10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
Fuck you, dislikes.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got
10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I hope the dislikes die of AIDS. That's right, the dislikes are dying of AIDS. There's only one person dying of AIDS tonight. We have 32 thumbs ups on a Wednesday night. 795 subscribers. This Saturday, we're going to be going crazy. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have El Scotcho. So you need to be subscribed. You need to tap on that bell so you get the notification. Follow us on every social media at the MMA-HOLES. Boom. We are done on this Wednesday night. You guys are wonderful, wonderful. Thank you guys for coming. And always remember, don't be an a-hole, be an MMA-hole. Ladies Night. Fuck Luke Thomas. Lick my balls. Becky Dean, the Dean Machine, going live in a bit. I gotta check that out. Wonderful, wonderful. It's time to rub one out. chat is dead. What happened? The chat is dead. Oh no! See you, Fook, Saturday.